I got a comment today on one of my videos. The gist of the comment was something like, I know that what you're saying is true, but I'm still holding on to what I know. I'm still not really letting myself go. This kind of thing, like you are kind of feeling convinced of what you want to believe, but then you find yourself still holding on to how you have been doing things until now. And I want to tell you that that is okay. Like the person said themselves, they said the illusions can be comforting too. And it's not an illusion. Like what you're making up in your mind, like you're saying, oh, I'm making these things up. I find myself unable to let go of these oh so irrational beliefs that I have. They're not irrational any more than any other belief that you could have. They are just reflecting your experience and your understanding. And you say you want to change, but like I've mentioned in a bunch of my other videos, there's still a reason why you're holding on to what you've been doing until now and how you have been until now. So you're still holding on to your old ways, and again, that's okay. The first step really is to just let it be okay, because the reason you're holding on to these old ways is because you still prefer them. And there's nothing wrong with that. You obviously want to get to a point in life where you are happy. And you don't get to that point of happiness, or should I say, you don't get closer to the point of happiness by denying yourself the things that make you happy. Because that's what you're doing when you're kind of coming from this mindset of saying, okay, I know logically that I should be doing this, but I'm still doing what I have been doing until now. I'm still in my old ways. And again, like I've mentioned in some other videos, I've made videos about how you're not really stuck and you're not really changing, or should I say, you're just not changing because you don't really want to change, and that is okay. Because again, you don't become more happy by forcing yourself to change when you don't want to change. Instead, you should understand why you like being the way that you already are. Because there is something you like about what you're doing right now, or how you are right now, or how you're doing things, You still prefer that. There's a saying, better the devil you know than the one you don't. We know that no matter what we do, it's never really gonna be perfect like we imagine. But we also know that this new path that we are thinking about is very uncertain. Whereas what we've been doing until now is quite familiar. And so, unless there's enough incentive for you to change, you're not gonna change. And that's completely normal and okay and logical. Don't get hung up on some idea of this other thing is the logical thing to do. Like, this other path is what I should be doing. For the longest time, I was also telling myself I should be making videos for years, but I never did it. And I kept asking myself why. Until I finally realized, oh, yeah, I do have all the reasons to do it, and I don't have any reason not to do it, but I just don't want to. I just don't want to. That's all. And I just let that be okay. And when you let it be okay where you are right now, then you can really start to think logically. Because what you're saying about the change that you want to make being the logical thing to do is really not the logical thing to do. To change just because you think it's going to be better on a logical level, it's not really logical. There's a ton of different perspectives. Like, there's 8 billion people in this world, and each person has a different perspective. What's logical for one person is not going to be logical for somebody else. And whatever you are doing right now is already the thing that is most logical to you. Naturally. That's why you're doing it. That's why you're still committed to that, and that's why you're not changing. And again, there's nothing wrong with it. That's what you have to understand first, is that you don't want to make a change because you still prefer how things are right now. And that is okay. Why should you change if you still prefer things the way they are now? And so if you really do want to make a change, then ask yourself think more about, okay, what is it that I want? What is it that I like about this current situation that I'm already in? And what is it that I desire from this change, really? Why is it that I don't want to make that change? These kind of questions, rather than, oh, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, and kind of denying yourself. You're just in your head, in la la land. You're literally just fantasizing and just being disconnected from reality when you're telling yourself, oh, I know, I should be this, I should be that. No. There's a reason why you're still being the way you are, and it's perfectly valid. And if you really want to make the right changes, or no changes at all, really, it's not about changing or not changing, it's about doing the right thing. If you really want to do the right thing, then you need to focus on understanding rather than trying to make a change. Because when you are focused on trying to make a change, you are not even concerned with the real issues. You just have an idea of, okay, this is what it should be like. And that idea is completely disconnected from who you are and the reality of your experience. And so when you're only focused on this idea of how things should be, and you try to force the change, try to force yourself to do that, like, again, there's just a disconnect. You're in la la land. You're not in reality. So that's why you have to understand unconditionally, just purely just being curious. Okay, what is it that I like about where I am now? Why am I not changing? Not asking in a judgmental way where you're like, oh, why am I not changing? Am I stupid? Am I lazy? No, just asking it with pure curiosity. Okay, why am I not changing? That's interesting, right? I must like this somehow. If I didn't like it, then I would be changing it. That is the truth, not whatever judgments you have. The judgments that you're making of yourself are literally nothing but a distraction. They're literally a waste of time. Because when you're judging yourself, you're not understanding yourself. And so you're never gonna get in touch with what is really going on. And instead you're gonna be in this loop of trying to force yourself and getting frustrated because you're not doing it. Because you're disconnected from what's really going on, from who you really are, from where you're really at, what you're really thinking and feeling and believing. You have to own who you are in this moment. That doesn't mean that you are giving up or you are choosing this kind of identity that you have right now over another. It just means you're now working from, you're just working in reality now, rather than a fantasy, rather than, oh, let's say, right, you have this judgment of yourself, oh, I'm lazy, so and so and so forth. Why am I so lazy? Why am I so stupid? Why am I not making the change? When you're doing that, then you are in this judgmental state of mind, which is again akin to fantasy, where you're telling yourself, I am productive, I am this kind of person, I should be this kind of person, I should be doing this. You see how that's different from just being with who you really are, without trying, and just understanding what's going on? That is the big difference. That is where the real lasting change, the authentic change that you really want, is gonna come from. Because those thoughts where you're judging yourself and saying to yourself, oh, I already know better, I just don't know why I'm still not changing. That's just that. That's just a thought that has probably been implanted in you. It's not really authentic to you. Because otherwise, you would be making that change. You would really be doing what you say you know you should be doing. If that was really what you know, then you would be doing that. You would be acting in accordance to that. But you don't know that. It's not logical to you to make that change. It's not really rational. You still truly believe something else. You believe in what you are doing right now. You always believe in what you're doing right now. So go there. Come here, like come to the, go where you really are. Really don't go anywhere, just be here. Stop trying to go anywhere, really. Just be here. And work from there. Try to understand. Focus on pure understanding, just pure curiosity. And then you will find, you will get all the things that you've really wanted. You will move closer toward the experience that you've wanted all along, whether you make that change or not. That will take care of itself. So that's it for now. If this helped you at all, then let me know, leave a like. If there's anything that you think I can help you with, any questions, then leave them in the comments. I always read them. And other than that, see you next time and take care.